Hey y'all, Kelly Whitney here, and your Internet Auntie has another little nugget that comes from someone named Jojo, who asked, do you have any advice around speaking up for yourself and standing up for yourself? I am no longer comfortable with things like bad service, but I don't have a way to deal with this yet. I'm an attorney, so I can always write up a complaint, but that doesn't always help. Love your videos, by the way. Thank you, Jojo. I appreciate that. And first off, kudos to you for wanting to stand up for yourself. I am not someone who believes in just taking it on the chin when it comes to getting bad service out in the public. If I have to pay, then you need to play, and you need to play right. And I'm firm on that. If you get bad service, especially because you're an attorney, so your reputation management activities need to be on point. If you're out in public and you encounter bad service, you have several options. One, you can let it go. But you've already expressed to me that you're not really interested in letting bad service go anymore. So if that's the case, you have any number of things that you can say to deal with it, depending on the situation. But I find that it's always important to speak quietly, pull the person to the side, make sure that you don't make a scene, don't do it loud where someone will be embarrassed. Let's just say you're in a restaurant, for instance. You see it's super crowded. You pull the waitress to the side and say, wow, it is hopping in here. You must be run off your feet, but this isn't working for me. So I would love it if you would do X, Y, and Z. And if you can't, I understand. And based on what they say, you have two options. You can stay and take it, or you can get up and go. I have walked out of establishments before because I'm just not in the frame of mind any longer to accept subpar anything. If people do not want to correct whatever the issue is, then I feel perfectly entitled to scoot. It's also important that, and I'm not saying this because I'm being elitist or anything like that, or I'm like too good to go to like a hole in the wall, but I try not to go to places where I feel like service might be an issue. When my friends come in town, we go to lunch at the Peninsula, not because it's bougie or whatever, but because I know the service. I am so particular. I only go to the Peninsula when my waiter is there, okay? Because even at the Peninsula, they see a Black female body and they don't always do the right thing. You see what I'm saying? But my waiter, I've been going to the Peninsula for lunch or whatever the case may be for 20 plus years at this point, and he's been waiting on me that entire time. I have a better relationship with that than I do some members of my family, okay? There's any number of ways to deal with bad service. Just don't make a scene, because chances are if you get the wrong person on the wrong day, they will kick shit off and make a big scene, in which case I would just walk the fuck out. You do not have to sit there and absorb anybody's attitude and all this and that. Feel free to walk out. If after you politely say what's wrong, they don't want to correct it, always be prepared to bounce. I think that in situations like this, when it's how should I behave, how should I respond when there's bad service in front of you, you need the audacity of a fat motherfucker. You know what I mean? And I'll give you the perfect example. There is someone named Corey Holcomb. I didn't even know who he was. I had to look him up, and apparently he's an American comedian and radio host. He's 56 years old. He's quite round, and I'm not fat shaming, so don't get in my comments with that host shit, okay? Just bear with me. He was on Cam Newton's couch. I'm literally telling you right now, I'll try to remember to put the clip in the description box, but I'm making this story up off of 20 seconds because Cam Newton is not getting another minute of my life. I wouldn't dream of giving him any more of my attention. But this creator stitched Corey Holcomb sitting on his couch saying, I choose women who are in poverty because they're easier to control. And he had a smirk on his face. He wasn't outright like showing his teeth, but he was obviously very gleeful about it. So obviously he had been successful. You need that kind of audacity. The audacity of a fat old motherfucker to sit on somebody's couch and say, I'm a predator. That's what kind of audacity you need. Only, you know, we're women, we're ladies. Let's keep it cute, let's keep it classy, and let's not be demonic, okay? That's what kind of audacity you need. You are perfectly entitled to have good service when you go out. You are perfectly entitled to be treated well when you go out. Don't forget that. And I think it'll be easier for you to speak up for yourself when you get into these situations where it's not right or there's some ho shit. But definitely good for you. Stand up for yourself. Do it elegantly, do it quietly, but do it. And if the situation escalates to a point where you no longer feel comfortable, because I know another reason I treat like wait staff and that sort of thing correctly and I'm not mean to them is because they're handling my food. If it gets to the point where I feel like they may be out of order or they got an attitude and now they got to deal with my food, kick rocks, I go somewhere else, somewhere where they know what the deal is and they get their money up, and I do it like that. Because certain people, certain places, you won't see me. Because I need you to have your mind all the way right. You see what I'm saying? But y'all, I found another dress that I have never worn. Can y'all believe it? I know I've never worn this outside because when I bought it, she was not this tight. But I want to show you. Look at this. Can y'all believe this? Look at this. I hope I didn't show no panty lines. But look at this. Ain't this cute? Just in my closet. Straight chilling. Y'all, I need my ass kicked. But that ends my TED Talk for the day. I hope y'all come back tomorrow.